Hey everybody. So today we are working on a CYMA Sport SR-16 full metal, and what we're doing today is a tune-up. So we'll be doing a tune-up on it. We'll be looking over internals. As of right now, the safety does not work properly. It's unsafe right now, and I'm still able to pull the trigger, so that's not supposed to happen. The owner is in the stream with us right now. This is his gun. He just got it. And yeah, we're gonna look over it. So Seabass, if you had to decide, I kind of already know the answer to this question, but if you guys had to decide, matter of fact, I'm asking everybody, if you guys had to decide AK or AR platform, and why? Mag's only going one way on the AK platforms versus M4s. You can just slam it in. Hell yeah! Oh, hey Sorbic. You haven't missed much. We've gotten this far on this M4 that we're working on. Hey, look at that! My green screen's coming through on it. Woo! Look, Seabass, your M4 has secret powers. It's transparent, apparently. So what's happening here is this Pants Victory. Yep. So this cam is not pushing this selector plate forward enough to push this lever here forward far enough to engage your safety. Just is barely there. Now when you pull the trigger, it makes it push against that selector plate back into semi. So I gotta figure out a way to get it to push on that lever a little bit more. It has to push it like another millimeter. Then the safety works. The ultimate safety is not having a finger on the trigger and not intending to shoot, but accidents can happen. Yep, I most certainly agree. I wonder if I could fix it with by wrapping black tape right here to give you the distance that you need to engage that freaking safety. Yeah, I think that would work. I think we could just use tape. Well, the problem with flattening it is that it's going to dig in that plastic, and the more you use that safety, the more it's going to wear out that lever, and you'll have another broken part. So, yeah, I'm going to try the tape idea. You just only need to make it like another couple millimeters thicker, and then I think it'll work just fine. Now I'll just cut off the excess, and I think we'll be good to go. There we go. Alright, let's test it. It works! We fixed it. You have safety again. The tape worked. She fits, and look at that, dog! You have your safety! Ah! Alright, so let's go over what we did. So initially we were looking into why the safety wasn't working. And while we're at it, we went ahead and checked the compression, we did a parts inspection, checked the shim work. We didn't do the AOE because you're getting a piston, so that kind of falls back into the parts inspection. So you ordered aluminum nozzle with an O-ring inside because the one in this is plastic and it's clear and it doesn't have an O-ring. You went ahead and got a piston with a full metal rack, because the one in here is all plastic except for the final tooth. And let's see what else we get. So we're getting a ball bearing spring guide because this does not have one. Let's see what else. Ordered some bushings, right? I think we ordered some bushings. We did a shim, well, we re-shimmed the gearbox. And then I think you're also getting a cylinder head, right? Correct me if I'm wrong there, Seabass. I think that's about it. Nozzle, cylinder head, piston, spring guide, and I think that was it. Oh, okay, so that's what he ordered there, guys. He ordered a Rocket V3 stainless steel ball bearing spring guide, GMT aluminum M4 O-ring nozzle, shims, nylon piston with metal teeth. Oh, okay, so you did get the aluminum cylinder head and 8mm steel bushings. Now, the reason why we're getting the steel bushings for this thing, even though it has them already, is because they're oblong. The bores of which the gears axles fit into, they're oblong, so the gears actually wobble a little bit. It's not too terrible to get away for a while, but it's just one of those peace of mind things to get. And there was a compression leak in this that was pretty bad, but considering the fact that this thing still shot 400 FPS right out of the box is impressive with the amount of air leak this thing had. Like, it was bad. Like, we took the piston and just dropped right in it. I didn't feel any resistance. Like, almost zero. So we found that swapping out the O-ring for the piston head and then doing a Teflon tape around the cylinder head corrected that problem. Yeah, now the compression is perfect. And we also found that the barrel and the bucking was loose inside the hop-up unit. And so the problem with that is that when an airsoft gun is shooting, the air is going to escape in between the bucking and the barrel. And to correct this problem, we simply just used some Teflon tape and wrapped it around the end of the bucking to make it tighter around the barrel, and also so that when it goes back into the hop-up unit, it fits tight, therefore squeezing it like a gasket and creating more of a seal. So all that air that comes out of that cylinder in the gearbox goes down the barrel and nowhere else. That will create more consistency in the shots, and your FPS will go up. So there you go, and there you be. That's all we did. And after this stream ends, I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'm gonna go ahead and chrono this for you, Seabass, and I will text you what it got. I will be making a YouTube video out of this on the highlights of every step that we did, that we took along the way on this, and at the end I will post what the FPS was before and after doing these tune-ups. So stay tuned for that and keep an eye out. My YouTube channel is in the description in my About Me page, as well as located there on the bottom of the screen of the stream. And then I also have Twitter there if you would like to be up to date on content and announcements that come up. I also have a Discord channel in case you want to join that and ask any questions behind the scenes, or if you're working on a project, or you just want to talk about airsoft. It's fine too. So I appreciate everybody for watching the stream. It means a lot to me. It helps me out reach goals and also create content for you guys and knowledge that will help you guys in the long run and get you to where you want to get in airsoft. So without further ado, I'm going to take off, go get some to eat, and start working on these highlights and chrono this thing and say hooray. So again, really appreciate you guys watching. It means a lot. So see you next time.